What's going on, guys? Adam here from AtoZbodyfitness, and today I'm just going to touch upon why your biceps might not be growing. So I actually get this question asked a lot, not even just for biceps, but for your muscles in general. But I generally get biceps, and it's generally from guys, because obviously, you know, a lot of guys like their chest or their biceps. They like to really bring out those muscles a lot more versus any other body part. Now, there's a pretty simple answer to this, but just to give you the rundown and go over a few things first before I even get to that. Are you even challenging your muscle enough when you work out? And are you getting the right amount of protein? Now, when it comes to challenging your muscles, a lot of people actually don't do this enough. Or they'll work out for a bit and then they'll stop, and then they'll work out and then they'll stop, and it'll obviously affect their results. And they just don't dedicate themselves enough to when they're working out. But when it comes to the actual exercise, are you controlling the movement? Are you getting good mind to muscle connection? Are you controlling your tempo? Are you making sure that you're really controlling the movement? You're squeezing, you're bringing it up, and you're bringing it down. I've talked about this a lot in my other videos because it's very important. You want to make sure you're always challenging yourself when you're working out, and your biceps or your back or your chest, regardless of what it is, they're all the same. It's no different. You have to make sure you challenge the muscle as best as possible. What I personally like to do is I like to start off with a strength set, grab a weight that's going to get you between 4 to 6 repetitions, okay? And then I drop set back down to a weight about 50% of that or so, and I try to go for 15 plus repetitions or more. I always aim to go for 15 plus with good form, really controlling the movement as best as possible. Just a 2 and 2 second tempo is fine. I even sometimes control the movement in the beginning, where I slow down the movement for the first 3 to 5 reps, and then I just pump out as many reps as I can after. But I always focus on the muscle as much as I can, really getting a good lactic acid buildup, really getting that burn in there, and going for reps. Sometimes I'll even stop after doing 15 plus whatever reps it is, take about 10 seconds, and then I go even further. That's what I do because I want to make sure that I'm challenging my muscle, and I like to make sure that I'm getting a lot of lactic acid buildup. And of course, you want to be consistent at the same time. You have to make sure you're going every week. You can't just jump on 2 weeks or jump on for a month or 3 months or 6 months and then stop. This has got to be a consistent thing. You have to keep going. You have to consistently keep going to allow yourself to go into the gym, challenge yourself appropriately, then make sure you eat the right amount of calories and protein, and then do that week after week, month after month, in order to get a high trajectory of consistency to build muscle in your body. Your body takes time to build muscle, to build lean tissue. It doesn't happen overnight. The second thing is nutrition. A lot of people generally think they're not getting enough protein in their meal, and then they supplement it with protein shakes, which is fine. But a lot of people really underestimate that. You're getting enough calories in more than you think. Even by some chance, okay, if you live in North America or somewhere in the world where there's an ample amount of food, and by chance you're not getting enough protein because you undereat or you have a medical condition, there's a sparring effect that comes off of your carbohydrates and your fats, which pick up the slack of a lack of protein in your body. Nonetheless, your body's already producing it too. So I can almost guarantee you, unless you're a special case, that you're getting enough protein to supplement for the muscle growth on your body. You just need to make sure you're getting around your body weight, and you're fine. That's all you need to do. It doesn't need to be harder than that. People make it a lot more complicated than what it is. And you always have to eat around 1 gram or so per body weight. Anywhere between 0.5 to 2 grams if you really want to be safe, okay? Because again, not everybody's biology is going to be 100% correct. It's going to absorb it, and it's going to use it what it needs to use it for within the body, and you're going to build lean tissue over time, provided you're doing the exercises in the gym and you don't stop and you're challenging them. Now, if you're doing this and you're saying, yeah, but you know what, I still feel like I'm not growing my muscles, my biceps aren't growing. Well, you have to understand people grow muscle tissue at certain rates. I had a very lean athletic build when I first started working out, which I'm going to show you right here just to give you an idea. I was 145, 146 pounds, around there. I'm around 185 now, 186. It took me, and I've been working out for about 17 years, it took me a bit of time in order to put on the size that I have now, through eating calories, going to the gym, working out consistently, challenging myself, making it harder, creating progressive overload, adding in metabolic training all the time, and always adapting and making things harder for myself. And it took me quite a bit of time because my genetics although they were great for athleticism, they were not the best when it came to bodybuilding and putting on muscle. I was lean, I was ripped, but for putting on size, it took me longer because my genetics weren't the best for that. However, if you're in the same boat, and if that is you, great thing is you can achieve that just like I did as long as you stay consistent and you keep at it. You cannot stop. That's the main thing about it. You have to keep going. You will learn new things along the way, and you have to keep challenging your muscles and go week after week. Whether it's 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever you're starting at, whatever you can do, you go from there and you build it up. A lot of you guys are going to be able to only do 3 times a week. That's okay. You keep moving up from there, and you keep going from there, and you keep making it harder every so many months or so. Whatever you listen to your body. Whenever you think you can increase the weight, the reps, even the sets, the exercises, time-based exercises, whatever the case is, adding more of a tempo increase when you're working out, whatever it may be, you listen to yourself and you adapt and you increase, you change, and you will get muscle growth. You just need to stick to it and be patient and keep going. A lot of people become impatient because they think that they should have the results a lot sooner than they actually deserve it and put in the work for it. So keep at it. You'll get the results. You'll eventually get there. And then you're going to be glad that you did because you actually stuck it out and put in the work to get the results that you wanted. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you thought. Click like, share, subscribe, comment down below, please. If you want to work with me one-on-one, there's going to be a link in the description down below where I can work with you to build your program and give you all the necessary successful ideas and training that's going to allow you to basically get ahead of everybody else and to get the knowledge that you need in order to get the results that you want. If you want to join my membership area, there's also a link in the description as well for that. If you're interested in just going in there, getting education, learning how to perform exercises properly, it's a whole membership area for people to learn and to grasp and to become better. And other than that, I'll see you guys around.